Okay, let's move our microphone now over to the County Judge of Independence County, and that's Robert Griffin. And Robert, I tell you, I appreciate the hard work that you guys have been doing, and I know the county services have been ramped up a little bit, but you guys have been looking at this social distancing and what the CDC has been doing for quite some time.
Bob, I appreciate that KFFB and 106.1 is allowing public service like this, and I thank you for that. But yes, the main thing is that there's still a lot of people that's not necessarily taking the social distancing and things seriously enough, because we see too many people congregated, even in the stores. And I know they've got to get necessities, but it's important to take this serious because we don't want to overwhelm the medical facilities. So the standard mantra is very simple: social distancing, 6 feet or more, hand washing, 20 seconds or so. Be sure to observe if anyone has an elevated temperature, and primarily stay in if you can as we continue to go through this.
Now, what's some of the things that you guys are changing your activities as the county government?
Well, it varies. One of the things we did a week ago is we shut the courthouse down to foot traffic. Workers are still in place, still doing the work that they're hired to do, but we have an attendant at the door that will identify what the need is, get the appropriate office to come to the door. They will exchange whatever needs to be exchanged, go work it up, and bring it back. So we're doing what amounts to curbside, and in fact, it's curbside. If someone handicapped or something that has difficulty, they will go outside to attend to it. But we are taking this seriously, because if you cripple the services that we can provide, it has a far-reaching effect. And so it's important to keep the county workers able to work for the citizens.
And then also, if you're seniors, we're encouraging seniors to stay home because they are the most vulnerable to this virus that's going around. So we want them to stay home, and if they've got any problems or any questions, they can always call your office.
Well, obviously, we're trying to identify how to assist in these situations. Medical and food is the two key things, and what we're trying to do with emergency management is identify how do we create that group of volunteers that will be able and ready to assist, to get phone numbers that will reach the person they need immediately. Some of the constraints of that is that we are having to be concerned for our first responders and the people that are trying to keep people safe, that we don't engage them going into the store to shop. So some of our shut-ins may not have the technology to be able to use an app to go online to take care of what needs to be done so you can have a drive-in service. So this is presenting a particular problem that we are trying to do our best to work around, and that work is ongoing. But if someone has a dire need, all they have to do is make that phone call right now, and we will figure it out. But otherwise, we will try to have a plan in place this week for that very activity.
Now, what's the number that you encourage them to call if they have any questions?
Well, typically, emergency management would be the call to make, and that's 793-8816.
Judge, I appreciate you taking time and talking with us, and it's great to know all of our county leaders are raised up and taking this on head on.
Well, Bob, it's important work, and the real workers are our healthcare workers that's on the battle line and trying to help take care of them. I sent a text to the CEO of White River to find out if they need us to assist in delivering PPE to them. The governor announced yesterday that there is shipments coming in. Those shipments are due to go to the medical facilities first, and we're on the front line of trying to say, hey, we're there to go pick those up and help you obtain them and not take away from the duties they need to be serving the public.
Well, we appreciate you taking time and talking with us.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Bob.